from the Calhoun Beach Club
edition of the show today. We are about to witness the ceremony of Matt and Kay in just a few minutes. They're the winners of TCL's Trend Wedding. And you know, our Trend Wedding would have never happened without the help of two men who travel the world. They look for the hottest elements of weddings and they bring them back to Minnesota. Meet the wedding guys. Predicting trends is a tough job, determining what's hot before it's even featured in a magazine. But that's what the wedding guys do so well. Matthew and Bruce bring what's hot from the coast and around the world back to Minnesota. The result, Unveiled and the Twin Cities Bridal Show, both featuring hundreds of businesses, allowing brides to meet face-to-face with vendors all in one spot. Their shows receive worldwide attention. The wedding guys have more Bridal Show Producers International awards than any other organization. And those trend predictions are spot on. Matthew and Bruce were in London to cover the royal wedding and knew what Kate Middleton would wear as she walked down the aisle.
We are expecting that it might be not the traditional princess ball gown that you would see, but maybe something that might be in a silk charmeuse, something that's a little bit more reminiscent of the 20s and 30s.
Right, and since there's been so much talk about whether she'll have a long train or she won't have a long train, if she doesn't, we predict that she'll have a very long veil.
Behind the scenes, Matthew and Bruce provided their expertise to TLC for the show Randy to the Rescue, where brides received head-to-hem makeovers. Their decades of experience make the wedding guys the ultimate resource for any couple looking to tie the knot. Oh my goodness, do these guys know what they are doing? So Matthew and Bruce are joining me now, smiling ear to ear. Matthew said to me earlier, can we do weddings every day? And I said, that's kind of your gig, Matthew. You can tell he's in the right profession. So I love that you guys are always into the trends, but you also want to make every wedding reflect the couple that is going to be there, right? So let's talk about the processional song for Kate Middleton's wedding. Did you predict this?
We predicted that. We predicted, actually it was like 3 years prior, we actually used it for a wedding. We did in Chaska, and so we predicted it, and but really that song was used for Queen Elizabeth's coronation. Oh. That's what she walked in on. So it was just a guess that that's what it was going to be.
Yeah, but
and
that's how good you are.
We went there, and then it was playing, right?
Oh my gosh, I just love it. Okay, now even Martha Stewart doesn't get the trends before you guys do. Let's talk about cotton candy.
So we started seeing cotton candy kind of percolate up in restaurants and fine dining, and we're like, oh, this would be super fun for a wedding. And so we did it for a trend wedding several years before Martha Stewart even picked it up for her magazine.
See, look at that.
We did it with the whole circus theme, which was really fun.
It is cute, and that's part of like the playful, attitude of having a wedding and having some of those things that people really remember.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's all about their personalities, right, coming through. So when they leave the wedding, they actually probably know more about the couple than they did when they came in.
Oh my gosh, what a great sentiment. I love that idea. Okay, so color and floral patterns in gowns for brides. This is a big trend.
Gowns.
Really?
Yes, we're seeing a lot of color, and that's going to be moving forward. We're going to continue to see more and more of that as people embrace the idea.
And then really intricate designs in some of these gowns?
Yes, we're seeing a lot of intricate laces again and beading. Tradition is coming back, which is really fun.
Some interesting thoughts on flower girls and ring bearers. What do you think are the right ages?
6, at least 6. Not any younger than 6.
Not any younger?
No, because, you hear about that in movies where they're like, who are the worst people to work with? And they're like, children. And it's because it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to get them to understand sometimes.
I know. I remember at our wedding, we had lots of backup plans for the what was going to happen if the flower girls didn't make it down the aisle.
It's really stressful, right?
Yeah, it can be. So you can just sort of alleviate that by maybe having them have a different part in the wedding. Now, the cake is a big deal. You're going to see the cake here. It was just fantastic. It's so beautiful. You're seeing them be a little bit taller, huh?
Bigger is better
when
it comes to the cake. It's the centerpiece of the reception. Really.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So people are not only using it as, the dessert, but
it's
you want them to come in and see it be fantastic.
Yeah, it's all part of the passage into marriage, right? Is cutting, putting the hands together, cutting the cake. That just never goes away. So even if brides don't want it, moms and dads do.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to do it.
How was it for you guys seeing the viewer participation and kind of then, since you're so into predicting trends, Matthew, were you able to predict which choice the viewers were going to decide on for this wedding?
They were a little bit more traditional than probably, we didn't really push the envelope a lot.
Oh.
But all the selections were awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we were really lucky.
That is really great. Well, you gave us wonderful options. It's been really fun to have you here. I think we're going to probably have to plan another wedding together.
Another one?
Yes, Yes,
you know.
please.
Yes, please.
Okay.
They're on board. Well, listen, if you are planning a wedding, you are definitely going to want to check out Unveiled. This is something that Matthew and Bruce have been working so hard on. It's this Sunday at the Minneapolis Convention Center. You can get 50% off tickets using the promo code TCL online, and we posted a link on TwinCitiesLive.com. And what Unveiled does is really bring together over 130 vendors and businesses, and the best part is they're all in one spot. Also happening at the Convention Center on Sunday, the Wedding Guys Honeymoon and Destination Wedding Showcase. That's Minnesota's only bridal event designed exclusively for honeymooners and couples planning destination weddings. So we want to, of course, say another special thanks to the Wedding Guys for helping to make our trend wedding a reality. We never could have done it without them. So thanks to Matthew and Bruce, all the bride and groom, and their guests. They're going to be dancing all night in a unique way. And Twin Cities Live reporter Emily Engberg has more on that.